this shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No, or an Austin bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me?
EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from the Steel City. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. He works free, right side. Inside the 20. Sensational return. They drag him down inside the 15-yard line.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these two things: balance, vision. Were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
To the outside. Catch made by Pickens. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Najee Harris, touchdown Pittsburgh. And now after that opening touchdown, the offense is going to stay out and go for 2. And that is incomplete. Aggressive play here, score on that opening drive, but they don't get the 2, and it remains 6-0. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to...
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week. Come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Austin brought in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
He'll let this go for Pickens. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. 3rd down coming up. Here's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And they will bring him the other side of midfield. They go play action with Wilson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
A 4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14 at the 46-yard line.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Cut. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Wilson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now Russ. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. So after 1, it's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. DeVito. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will take over possession here at the 44.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Throwing is DeVito. Connects with his big tight end, Manhurts. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's DeVito. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. To throw, here's DeVito. Now a screen going to be set up for Singletary. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. The run here with Devin Singletary. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6. Now DeVito. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. They'll run. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is 4th and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
To throw, DeVito. And this will pay off. It is caught. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Giants move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Working across the field, that's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Giants are out on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A carry here for Tracy. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Back is DeVito. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Mike, living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, New York. Gano on to add the extra point. And this one is no good. He missed the extra point in this tight game. Boy, that could come to be a big factor as this second half rolls along. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Patterson now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. What a great return. All the way down to the 40-yard line.
When you get a big return like that, the offense takes the field with a lot more energy. They can see the end zone. They know they've got a short field. It brings a boost to the entire sideline when the special teams can have an impact play like we just saw there.
And it'll be brought down right around the 40. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. It's Tracy looking to run, and he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. Back to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. On third down, they'll run with Tracy. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Now they'll set up to throw. He finds his tight end, Bellinger. And he's going to have the Giants' first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. On the give, it's Tracy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Giants. On the ground, it's Singletary. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll run once more with Singletary. And he's in! Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
And this is no good. He missed the extra point, and they remain down by 1 in the fourth quarter. So it is back to a 1-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
At the 32-yard line.
Second down and 3. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Left pass, left pass.
They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get to the 40 on a short gain. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
14, run it.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. From the gun, it's Wilson. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that's just the disastrous outcome on that last pass. I mean, yes, you have to stay aggressive knowing you're trailing here late in the game, but you can't be reckless. Don't try to get it all back in one throw. That final pick, that might just seal the deal for their opponent.
Singletary. Inside the 20. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate.
Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. This is 1st and 10.
Good, good. 4 down, 4 down. Tight. There.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll let this go for Pickens. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. He'll let this go for Pickens. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. They'll come up now for second down. Here we go. One final play. He's going to look downfield once again. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.
I don't know how that ball gets through, Mike. It seems like the entire defense was in the end zone awaiting that pass. All they've got to do is knock it down, but somehow it's right on the money, and this has been an incredible finish to this ball game.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball.